Check out the new Rough Country neoprene seat covers. Yeah, buddy. Pretty happy with those. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What are we here to talk about? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So, I think I may have made a mistake. And that is, I bought a 270 awning for the trailer. Well, the more I thought about it and the more I looked at the awning itself, you know, I'm watching videos, you know, 270 awnings, they take you sort of walking with, you know, unzipping the bag, undoing the Velcro straps, folding it out, walking with all of these pieces of it. And I'm just not 8.5 foot tall, right? So I think I'm going to go a different route for an awning on that, which we'll get into in another video. But I have a 270 awning that I need to do something with. So I'm going to put it on my truck. I've heard good things about the VEVOR bed rack as a budget rack. And I am by no means a rich man, so I'm going to try it out. We're going to install this today and see what I think of it. So let's get this thing opened. So it looks like we have like the uprights that go on the bed rail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, just like we're supposed to. And somewhere in here should be, I thought this came with the bed panel, or the panels that went between each thing. Oh, they do. So, and then it looks like under here are all of the cross members that go from rail to rail, and then across the top as well. So I've got everything sort of laid out here on the ground, all the bits and pieces of it, and then instructions, the clamps, and all of the hardware. So it says something about drilling holes in the bed. I hope I don't have to. Because I thought that this just clamped onto the bed. All right, I need to get a bit for my drill. So they give you this Allen wrench with the kit, and I am not using this piece of junk. All right, it started off kind of rough. Assembling these hoops in the bed like that are apparently the hardest way to do it. So leave it to me to learn the absolute hardest way first. This is going to be significantly, if my words would work today, significantly easier. All right, it looks like these pieces are the pieces that go down the center of it. So this one goes on the center hoop, and then these go like that to meet all three together. But which way is which? Because one has a smaller cutout than the other. Okay, it looks like the longer cutout, it looks like they go like this. Yeah, they go like that, and the longer cutout goes on the hoop of it, and the shorter cutout, because they sandwich together, goes like that. So, as it turns out, this clamp won't fit all the way back there because of this hump on either side. In order to get this far enough forward or far enough back beyond that hump, I would need to, the rack would be tiny. There would be nothing of a footprint for the rack. So it appears that I am going to have to drill through the bed rail for at least these 4 bolts. And if they supplied enough, since I'm drilling 2 or 4, I'll drill all 12 if they supplied enough bolts. If not, I'll go get some. All right, and these panels go together just like the top did. So I choose my height that I want them, which I'm guessing will be probably center, bolt it in, and then that overlaps, and you find the appropriate bolt holes and all that good fun stuff. And of course, same on this other side as well. All right, so there's just enough of these short bolts and nuts left, not short nuts, short bolts and nuts left to do this third hole, this third hole, this third hole, this hiss on both sides, exactly the amount that I need. However, I'm also left in kind of a conundrum on whether or not I put these through here, through the bed rail like I did here, for extra security. Or just wait because the clamps are working there. The clamps are working over here just fine, and just go to Ace or something or Home Depot and buy 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts and nuts and stuff like that, just to do that. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to think about that for a little bit, though, this bolt situation here. Also, I am a little off center on my crossbar. I'm a little off center, so I'll loosen everything up and scoot it over. But this thing is, it's pretty stout. It is pretty darn stout. Not bad for the money. Of course, I haven't mounted anything to it yet, so we'll see what happens there. That is another day, another video where I mount the awning on the passenger side, the 270 awning on the passenger side. All right, I am sweating my ass off here. I probably could have taken the flannel off, but I didn't want the gun show to, I didn't want the gun show to distract you. It is 1:01, which means that took me approximately 2 hours. I think 2.5 hours, something like that. I got started on it probably around 11, between 10:30 and 11. So it is 1:01. Is that what I said? Short-term memory. 1:02. I was wrong. So that took me about, 3 hours. Let's call it 3 hours, 2.5 hours. Had I used this, it would have taken me 6 hours, 5 hours. So if you're going to do this, I highly suggest some sort of a bit in your impact or your drill, because it would take forever with just hand tools. I foolishly got my ratchet out as if I was going to use that, right? So I am going to take it for a drive. I'm not going to take you guys with me for that one. But no, overall, I think I'm pretty happy with it. I do wish those clamps would have fit in the centers. It does not look like they will, at least in the shape that they're in. Maybe if I cut it, I don't know, but we'll see about that down the road. I'm not going to be putting a tent on here for quite some time. It's just going to be an awning for a good while, so I can worry about all of that as time goes. Pretty happy with it. Not a bad assembly. Instructions were pretty clear. Had the right amount of hardware. Seems well made and all that good stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you guys out there watching. I'll leave a link, it's an Amazon link to this rack in the description. Go check it out if you want. See if it's right for you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.